Okay, so now let's actually make this work. Let's go to the find by method. We'll do open declaration here. And what we need to do is we need to get that value from the outside world, from the outside class, we should say. So down here, I'm using this variable right here. I'm going to say map.get in double quotes. Oops. We are getting the grade. Let's call this and make this string grade. Oh, sorry, this variable is actually called map query. So let's make that map query. Okay, this is complaining. Let's see why this is complaining. Oh, because this is an object. So to get the string out of this object, I'll use a toString. I could have done downcasting also, but you know, either way would have worked in this case. But we're grabbing the grade out of here. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a document. And just to think of it from the Mongo point of view, a document just means you're creating this object right here. Remember, that represents a document. Okay, and that document, we're going to put in here grade, let's say, something like this. It'll evaluate to something like this. Okay, but this is a document if you want to picture a document. Okay, so the first thing we'll do now is we're going to create a document. We're going to say here document is equal to new document. Okay, let's move my mouse. Make sure your document is this package right here. If it's not, it won't work correctly. I just realized I have this document being confused with that document. So I'm going to call this, I'll just call this doc. So these two guys don't clash with each other. Let's call that doc. Now this document has to be a valid document that MongoDB will understand. So if I type in doc here, I'm going to say append. And I have to generate a valid hierarchy to get to the data. So for example, to get to the grade, it would be last grade and grade. Something like that it was. Now this is complaining. Why is this complaining? Oh, because the next thing I have to do is pass in the value. So again, this will build a document. This will associate that value with this document. So basically be a key value pair, just like we would type inside of MongoDB. Now that we have that, right before we query it, we have to send it the document. So in fact, that's this line right here. Let's do a Control X. I'll bring it down here now. And what I'm going to do is pass this doc as a parameter. So now this will take in a parameter and it will actually make this work because now you're passing in the parameter. Okay, let's run this in slow motion to see if that actually works, just to see the first time. I'll click here on line 21 where we're doing the find by. Let's debug as a Java application. Let's say yes, switch to debug perspective. Okay, we're here right now. I'll do a step into to go inside of that method called find by. I'm not interested in all of this stuff. I want to actually stop the breakpoint right here, right before it queries. So I'll put a breakpoint right here on line 38. Click on resume so it goes as fast as it can, and then it'll stop here, which is great. Let's look at the map query that came in. Notice a grade A came in. Now let's look at the value of the document. Notice this is exactly where we would type in MongoDB, except this would have some quotes around it. And then let's run it to see if it executes correctly. Okay, it looks like it went through all the way. And I'll double click here on the console. And see if all the data came out. And what I'm looking for, just to see if we only have grade A. Grade A, grade A, grade A. Looks like it's all grade A. So it looks like that's working. Okay. Let me just click on resume to finish that. And I think that's it. And I think we got all the grade A data. Let's just double check here. The last one is grade A. And I think that looks like it's working great. All right, with that, good luck and good coding. We will continue this process in the next video.